More plentiful provisions. The townsmith and armorer have new wares. Ooh. Yeah, there's some good stuff on sale. Metaphors on sale. Stellar Blades on sale. Astrobots on sale. PlayStation controllers were on sale. I don't know if they're still on sale. PlayStation 2 VR is on sale. I don't know if that's still on sale. There's a lot of stuff. A lot of good stuff for the Black Friday sale. All the Pixel remasters are on sale. Kingdom Hearts is on sale. What was that sound effect?
Truth is,
It was over a decade ago now. Me and my son quarreled and he left in a huff. Said he wanted to be a knight. Imagine, of course, I told him what I thought of that. I also told him he was a lily-livered butt ood mouth nothing. Wow. No wonder he left. Truth be told, I regret that. 'Twas wrong of me, and all I want is for my son to come home again. But the time for that is long gone, and I suppose I'll have to sleep in the bed what I made. Yeah, you kind of blew it, not gonna lie. Bear Cleaver. Occasionally decreases target's physical attack. Ogre Cleaver. This isn't bad for Alphen. Man, Adobe just keeps getting worse and worse. I actually do like the new Adobe Premiere update, but it's just wild. Like, every time there's an update, nothing changes, and they force you to pay so much for, like, all these programs you don't need. And every time there's an issue that I find, like, I have so many, like, small issues with Photoshop and Premiere. And whenever it's something, like, so small, I always Google it. And it always takes me directly to the Adobe forum site where, like, 30 people are like, yeah, I have this issue. And the post was like 3 years ago. Every single time. Every single time I'm like, how's come every time I put this file type on the timeline, it whacks out, and then I Google it, and then it's just 30 people saying, yeah, it's still a problem. Yeah, been that way for like 3 years. Just every little thing. I was cheated in a trade and left without a copper to my name, so now I'm fain to throw myself off this cliff. I'm not fit to call myself a merchant. It's all over, unless some golden opportunity falls into my lap, that is. I said don't come near me. Alright, I'll just steal your stuff. The empty coin pouch. I'm gonna steal his empty coin pouch. Man, Therion. No heart. This guy's like, don't come near me. I don't have a coin left to my name. Therion hears... Oh, so you have an empty coin pouch I can have. Excellent. That's all Therion heard. That's brutal. This town's really small. I was confused. Nice. The other thing that's weird about Photoshop for me, and maybe I'm just blind or daft, but I feel like they're not doing anything with AI, which isn't a bad thing. Oh, do I have to beat this? I think I have to beat her up to get in this house for this item. I don't really care much about AI, but it frustrates me that, like, every company on the planet is shoving it down our throats, including Adobe. But then when I open up Photoshop, there's, like, nothing. And, like, there's so many, like, small things that would be nice. Like, why isn't there a button that, like, remove background with AI or something? Just, like, something, like, simple like that. Just, like, simple AI tools. If anyone should have it, it should be Photoshop, and they still don't have, like, anything. Yeah, let me, let's see, it's noon. It's noon now. I feel like we should probably just go, even if we can't finish it. Because I'm not going to level up Alphen for 45 minutes. I don't even think we need to level him up. The story so far. In Saints Bridge, Alphen used his talents to save the life of a thief named Miguel. But as soon as the man could walk again, he kidnapped and wounded an innocent boy. Was Alphen wrong to believe what he believed? Was Ogen right? Are some lives truly not worth saving? Alphen looked to the sky. Tell me, what would you have done? But there were no answers to be found. And so, with self-doubt festering in his heart, Alphen arrived in the town of Orwell. It is pretty interesting to see the one character that was like nothing but happiness and positivity is now like in the dumps going into chapter 4.
You know,
I've come all this way and I feel like I've found more questions than answers. You listening up there? Still no sign for me, huh? I better snap out of it before a wrong step puts me at the bottom of this canyon. Howdy there, why so glum?
Truth is...
Oh, woe is me, me poor wife and kids are fighting for their lives. Why did this dang plague have to come to our poor village? Haven't we suffered enough? That satchel of yours, I don't reckon you're an apothecary. Reckon I am, and the plague you speak of is what brought me here. Oh, thank the heavens, for once the gods smile upon us.
let's go.
Just show me my patience. I'll do the best I can.
Fair and well.
Oh, thank you. Pray, follow me. Beg pardon if I'm just imagining things, friend, but is something the matter? You're looking awful glum yourself. Oh, it's nothing. Nothing at all. Now, we should hurry. Yikes, I can't let them see me brooding. At any rate, I have a job to do.
Gadzooks.
Gadzooks, just look at them all.
I'm coming in.
The hells?
Wait, that's...
Excuse me.
Before I begin the treatment, I would know a few things about you. That'll do. Sorry to pry. Now let's see what we can do about your cough. Oh, thank you, Mr.
The name's Ogun.
Name's Ogun. I'm a traveling apothecary of sorts. A little bird told me your village was in rough shape, so here I am.
Oh.
Not one, but two apothecaries come to our humble home. Mayhap the flame shines bright upon us yet. How can we ever repay you?
I'll be on my way.
Think nothing of...
Forgive me.
Whoa.
Thought your hands were steadier than that, old man.
Howdy.
We keep meeting, eh?
You.
You again. Figured you'd given up and gone home already. But it seems you're made of stronger stuff than that. Ah, dang right I am. Take away my medicine and dogged grit, and there'd be nothing left, save for a love of a good drink. If you say so.
Mind if we shoot the breeze?
Anyhow, what with all the patients needing tending, it's good to have you around. What say we team up? 2 sets of hands are better than 1, eh?
I think not.
Thanks, but no thanks. I always work alone. How'd I know you'd say that? As you like, then. I'll do the same.
Well now.
Phew, that takes care of everyone. And I dare say I've worked up quite a thirst. Think I'll hit the tavern. See you around, Ogun. The fellow gave you some medicine just now, yes? Thanks, Speed of the Flame, you most certainly did.
Let me see it.
Let me see it. It'll only take a moment. This stuff sucks.
Alphen.
You've been most industrious, my young friend. Nah, I've worked harder days, trust me. Is that so? Still, pray allow me to buy you a flagon of mead for your efforts. Oh, didn't see that coming. Never figured you scholar types went in for the drink, dulling of the senses and all that. I am not opposed to the occasional libation when enjoyed in moderation. You don't strike me as the type who'd ever get drunk. It's all about knowing when to say when, friend, and besides, I hold my spirits rather well. You don't say. Maybe we should sit down one night and have it out, match each other mug for mug. An intriguing challenge, and we could make it even more interesting with a little wager. Right, loser pays for the both of us. Ah, good, that seems to have cheered him up a little. And truth be told, it has been a while since I last paid a visit to the alehouse. It might do me good as well. Aw, that was cute. Cyrus knows that Alphen's down, trying to cheer him up. A flagon of your strongest, my good man.
How are you?
Something eating away at you, friend. Shucks, is it that obvious?
Well,
Might as well be written on your face.
Sorry about that.
That's nothing, just a lost love, one I'm already in the midst of forgetting. If you're trying to win me over, you're going to have to try harder than that.
Whoa.
And there she goes. Wow, no game. Lying isn't your strong suit, is it? So I'm not the only one who needed a stiff one. Long day? Heed my words, boy. Tell too many lies, even little white ones, and one day you'll forget what the truth is.
You don't say.
Thanks for the diagnosis. I saw the medicine you gave the villagers back there. Sloppier than before, almost as if your heart wasn't in it.
Oh?
Nothing gets past you, does it? To tell the truth, all this time I've been thinking, what am I really doing this for? And these days, I just don't know. I can't find an answer. Nor I, and I wager I've been searching for a fair bit longer. Hey, you don't say.
Huh?
Hey, is it me or are your hands shaking?
Afraid the answer is no.
Think you've had one ale too many. We're both exhausted, I'm sure. Get a good night's sleep. Right. There are no answers, not for me.
Hey yo.
Hey, yo. I love that soundbite. Hey, yo. I kind of like this idea. I don't know if this is where they're going, but I was thinking, like, Alphin's story seems like kind of a copy of Ulbricht's, where, like, they're both looking for why they do what they do. But I feel like with Ulbricht, he found his answer, and maybe with Alphin, it's more of like there's not always a definitive answer, but you keep looking, and the journey is worth more than the destination kind of thing. But I'm curious to see where they go with it, because I don't want this to just be a copy of Ulbricht's where he's just like, oh, I do it to help people. Like, I think it'd be a more interesting path to kind of say, like, you don't need a reason to help people, or you may never find the real reason, but you do it anyways kind of story.
Oh?
Hey there, what can I do you for?
Well,
Me fever, it's getting worse by the hour.
Oh.
Hogan was taking care of you, wasn't he? Could he have botched the dose? Aha, perish the thought. Why, Sir Ogan's 1,000 times the apothecary you'll ever be.
The hells?
Why you, if you're so god's darned fond of the old grump? I jest. Please, sir, I beg your help. Master Ogan's worn too thin to impose.
What?
Worn thin? Why, just today he must have dropped his tools some 20-odd times. Later, he started coughing something terrible, and then he just wandered away. That doesn't sound right.
the fact is,
Well, with all the patients he's been seeing, no wonder he's tired and all. Melissa, please forgive me. Oh my god, he's so scared he's floating above his bed. He's a ghost. Always the same dream. Didn't someone else say that? Didn't, like, Ulbricht say that at the start of his story? Or maybe it was... Maybe it was actually Alphin. That'd be interesting. No rest for the weary. My patients are waiting. They'll be fine. How's it going, pet friend? I must say, Alphin, you seem to be enjoying yourself at the alehouse yesterday. Yeah, me and Mead get along just fine. I could tell the number of times I had to fill your mug. You should thank me, you know. Yeah, you weren't there. Aha, I suppose I should. But you could have poured Ogan a drink from time to time, too. The man seemed to prefer his own company. Ah, don't worry, he's just an old grump anyway. But I figure he'd cheer up quick if you showed him a dance or two. There's real magic in the way you move on stage. It'd brighten anyone's day. A smooth talker, are we? Hey, it ain't just talk, I'm telling you. I bet even Ogan wouldn't be able to tear his eyes away. Then maybe I will pour him a drink next time. Is that Ogan?
you're too kind.
You saved my life, Traveler. How can I ever repay you?
Just doing my job.
And with that, I'll be on my way.
Hey,
Not
feeling
so
all right?
fast, old man.
You.
You again.
What's the matter?
What's this I hear about you dropping your tools and hacking all over your patients? You're the plague. You did it. Not one for tact, are you?
What's the matter?
Got a bad case of the runs?
Afraid
Hate
the
when that
answer is
happens.
no.
Even if I did, it'd be none of your concern.
Come on now.
Right, whatever. Why don't I just take a quick look?
That'll do.
Why don't you just mind your own business? Come on, old man. Believe it or not, I'm worried about you.
Ah.
How touching. But look, I know my body as well as... He's dead.
Ye gads.
Good grief. Egads. Yo, Aneko, thank you very much for the prime. You're getting a checkup whether you like it or not. Keep your bloody hands off me. I told you, I'm perfectly aware of what's happening to my...
Huh?
So you knew you were about to hawk up all that blood, eh? You're sicker than a dog, and I'd be one sorry apothecary to let you walk away untreated. Now be a good patient, here?
Ah.
Go ahead and treat me then, if you can.
Son of a...
You still don't trust me, you son of a... Hell's intarnation.
Holy...
You're falling apart inside and out. Your forehead's nigh on fire, and what in blazes is this horrible purple rash? It's a miracle you're even standing. How could you let yourself get in this state? Don't you get it? If you don't treat this, you're going to die.
Aye.
Tell me something I don't know.
What the...
If you knew, then why... It's none of your concern. Even if I told you, what would you be able to do about it? Nothing, that's what.
I'll be on my way.
Forget about me, Alphen, for both our sakes. The song is so good. About 30, 40 minutes. Give or take. Gonna see how far I can get an Alphen story without going too far. Don't even mention food to me. I have no appetite. Logan was muttering the name Melissa. Maybe mentioning that will get the old man talking. Melissa. Dang it, how did you know her name? I asked. I told you the story of how I came to choose my patients, yes? You told me you lost your dear wife. That she was murdered in cold blood by a man whose life you saved.
Aye.
Aye, but the story doesn't end there.
Mm-hmm.
After that, I set off on a journey. I had no hopes, no aspirations. I just wanted to help someone, anyone, in any way I could. Anything to do Melissa proud. But it wasn't to be. One day, in a far-flung village, I found him. The man who murdered my beloved. He had a family of his own, a wife, a boy, of some 5 summers. When I saw them together, smiling and laughing, something broke inside of me. And so I waited till nightfall, then snuck up on the man when he was alone. And I left him in the same shape he left my dear Melissa. You can't be. It was a strange feeling, though saving his life took days, ending it took but an instant. Human life's a fleeting and fragile thing, eh? I fled from the village as fast as and far as I could. From there I continued my journey as if nothing had happened. Funny, isn't it? None of these people know the man who saved their lives stole another. I can't bear to think of the pain and suffering I inflicted on the man's family, so I don't. But every day I ask myself, what right do I have to play God with these blood-stained hands? Time and again I thought of ending my own life, but I'm too much of a coward to do the deed. How many years has it been now? In my travels, my body has come to be ravaged by every plague and pestilence our realm has known. But never once have I thought of treating myself. I am a murderer, a sinner. And mine is not a life worth saving. Do you see now, Alphen? This is the answer I've found. I'm feeling a bit tired. Pray leave me to rest for a while.
That stubborn bastard. Ain't there nothing in here that'll help at a time like this? Ugh, what a mess. Been too busy to clean it out all this time. Hogan is determined to die. That's the answer he's come to. After a long and harrowing journey. What right do I have to think I know better? Besides, what could I do for him anyhow? I barely managed to get by as it is. How do I even go about fixing a busted soul? I'm just one man. One small, insignificant man. Damn it all. A letter.
To my dear friend Alphen.
I was
When you
about
find
to
this
guess
letter,
this.
No doubt you'll be off in some far-flung village somewhere. I was more than happy to urge you on in your journey, but truth be told, I was just a bit worried about you. Worried that along the way, you'd find someone and take on all their pain and suffering as your own. You've always had a sensitive streak after all. But should you ever find yourself losing the courage of your convictions, remember what we learned together.
Zeph.
Zeph, you're back.
That I am, Nina.
Is something the matter?
Nothing you need worry yourself about. Alf. I've always admired your selflessness. In helping others, you think nothing of yourself. In that sense, you're the best apothecary and the best friend anyone could ask for. You have nothing to worry about, nothing to fear. So go out there, Alf, and do what you feel is right. With your heart at ease and your head held high. P.S. This is far too embarrassing to say in person, so I'll just hide this letter underneath all your stuff.
That idiot. Just reading that, my face is as red as a beet. Thanks, buddy. I really really got myself worked up over nothing, didn't I? I know what I need to do. And Gods be damned if anyone will keep me from doing it. Ain't that right, Seth? I'll show everyone what I believe in. Including you, wherever you are. And you too, Ogun. Just you wait.
Well, I'll be damned.
Wow, you're looking more chipper. Huh? You were moping around like a stick in the mud for a while there. Is that right? Guess we can put that down to the encouragement of an old pal. Old pal? Yeah, I found a letter tucked away in my satchel. You'd think after all these years he could just say it to my face. Well, it sounds like you got yourself a good friend. Ha, you got that right. Would you trust this friend of yours forever, no matter what? Darn right I would. Even if he betrayed you. Yep, because he did betray me. It'd be because he didn't have any other if he did betray me, it'd be because he'd have no other choice. Like his little sister begged him to steal my sleep weed with tears in her eyes or something like that. Folk make mistakes sometimes. No point in throwing away a whole friendship over that. You're a bigger man than I gave you credit for.
Sorry, old man. I'm here, whether you like it or not.
Alphen, how many times must I say it? Just leave me here and go on your way.
Oh, enough.
Huh?
Quit your belly aching and lie down before I have to knock you over.
What? What in the God's name are you?
So you're a stinking murderer. A sinner, huh? Great. Like I give a damn. It ain't my job to choose who lives and who dies. I ain't no god. If it's in my power to help a body, I'll be damned if that ain't what I'm gonna do. That's why I became an apothecary. That's what I believe in. There. That should keep you breathing for now.
Just what do you plan to do next?
Ain't it obvious? I'm gonna fix you. And not just your body. All of you. I'm gonna whip up an elixir that'll have you feeling like a new man. Just you wait, Ogun.
Fix me? Don't make me laugh.
Well, I dashed out of there like a man on a mission. But heck if I got the faintest idea of what to do next. I ain't never seen the like of those symptoms.
Should you ever find yourself losing the courage of your convictions, remember what we learned together.
Come to think of it, one time when Zeph and I were studying together,
Alphen,
say Alf, remember when we were small and you got real sick? We feared you were going to die. Slowly but steadily your body cramped up until you couldn't even hold a spoon. And those terrible purple blotches, I could hardly bear to look at you. I've been trying to replicate the elixir that cured you, but to no avail. That traveler who saved you was really something else. Too bad you weren't of a mind to ask for the recipe back then, huh? Yo, thanks subs. Hope you had a good stream, man. Fun times, Zeph. So much for remembering. Wait a minute. Couldn't hold a spoon. Hasn't Ogun been dropping his tools? I was gonna say, the purple blotches are more of a sign, aren't they? How's it going, Pear?
I can't believe it, but...
Nah, it couldn't be. It's too much of a coincidence. Or is it? If Ogun is the same disease that I had, that means there's a cure. The same cure that saved my life. Think, Alphen, think. How did he make the medicine? Who am I kidding? I couldn't even remember my own symptoms until now.
Damn it all.
It must be in here somewhere. Think.
Great.
There, that should do it. You're a lucky boy, Alphen. The disease had all but taken over you, at a day or two at best. That I just happened to come along when I did with this potion in hand. Let me loudly proclaim what's in it. Fate works in mysterious ways. How long did I labor to brew this elixir, and from ingredients that I may never see again? To tell the truth, it was meant for another, but that hardly matters now. If it saves your life, we'll have more than served its purpose. Sleep tight, son. You'll be feeling better on the morrow. What the... Come now, Alphen, what did I just tell you? Rest is the best medicine, you know. Wait, did I, like, do it wrong? Instead of doing the square thing? Now it's back to bed with you. You could actually, like, do it wrong and talk to him instead of inquiring. A traveling Pak-a-Theory. He goes around the world helping people who are hurt or sick, like me. Shucks, I hope I can do that too someday. What kind of time travel nonsense is this? Yeah, me too, subs. Still awake, are we? What's in the potion, you ask? You weren't jesting when you said you wanted to be an apothecary, were you? Very well, who am I to refuse such an inquisitive young mind? The elixir was brewed from the feather of an ogre eagle, a fearsome beast whose wings spanned so wide they could block out the sun. They terrorized the skies above the forest of Roubaix, not far from Orwell. Well, it so happens we're in Orwell. A boy like you would be wise not to wander there, lest you get snatched up and spirited away above the clouds. I wish I could do that. I wish I could, like, brain blast something out of my memory. Danged if I know how, but I remember now. All I need is the feather of an ogre eagle. And the flame take me to the forest of Roubaix ain't just outside of town. What happened to this house behind us, by the way? It's, like, destroyed. You've saved my life again, stranger.
Let's go.
Hang in there, Ogun. I'm going to fix you up as good as new. I gotta say, Alphen's story has been like... Oh, this house is open now. Weathered boots. What the heck are those? be here. It's gotta be like a cell thing. There they are. I liked Alphen's story, but it was definitely like one of the lesser exciting ones for me. But I really like the road it's taken here. Like, first of all, the previous chapter with the whole, like, do you save a murderer thing? And then Ogun and his tragic story of not saving murderers and then becoming one so he can't save himself. And then, you know, Zeph and Alphen's relationship. A little silly that it, like, pulls that letter out right when he needs it, but, like, you know, video games. But no, like, I don't know. I actually really like where this has gone, and it's a very, like, story that makes you think for sure. So he's actually kind of becoming one of my favorite stories, honestly. I do think that the other characters in his story are, like, more interesting than him in some ways, but I think what I like the most about his story is, like, he started off as the guy that could not be negative. Like, he was, like, the most positive, bubbly, goofy character ever. And so to see him get into a state like that, I feel like means more than it happening to another character. So, yeah, there's something special about that. And yeah, he seems like a cool guy, like guy you'd want to hang out with, you know. He doesn't fall into the same... He's not the super epic legendary warrior or the monk who's fated to save the world from darkness, or he's just like a bro, you know, like, so it's cool. Like, I don't know, it's more like relatable, I guess, his story. Even though some of the stuff that happens to him is kind of silly, like him randomly remembering that or whatever, but like, yeah, I don't know, he's just kind of like a bro, and you kind of want to just see, I think more than any of the other characters, I want to see his story end happy, you know? Like, I want to see him be happy in the end, more than the other characters. Either because the other characters are, like, fated to be heroes anyways, or, like, Therion's kind of a jerk. Like, I still like Therion, but he's kind of a jerk. And then Cyrus was more of, like, a selfish journey until the end, where suddenly he was like, oh, I have to save the world from darkness, but... yeah, I don't know, there's something special about his story. I'm actually really, like, connecting with it now. We'll finish it next time. Because, surprisingly, his Chapter 4 has been, like, the longest so far. We haven't even gotten to, like, the dungeon yet, so there was a lot of story before getting to the dungeon. So, we will finish his story next time. Let's say goodbye to YouTube real quick. YouTube, thank you so much for watching Let's Play Octopath Traveler. It's looking like this is going to work out very nicely, because next week we will have the second half of Alphen and then Therion. So it'll kind of work out nicely to be probably not the finale next week, because we still have all the post-game stuff, but, like, you know, to get to at least the end of the story, the end part of the story, probably not finish the story, but the end part of the story should be good timing. So we'll see you in the next episode. Thanks again for all the love and support for Octopath Traveler. We will see you next week. Peace.